and welcome to Iridium Language Podcast. I am Benjamin, and today I have some exciting news for you. There's a new project that Iridium Language is going to be doing, and you can be part of it. It'll take your feedback on the Google+, which there should be a link to. So, well, you might ask what this exciting news is. And here it is. We are going to make a conlang. You might have heard that term before. I've referenced it in another podcast. It just means constructed language. It's lang is a suffix meaning language, con from constructed. It means any language that somebody or a small group of people invent. It doesn't exactly evolve naturally. There's some mimic naturally evolving languages. Those are called naturalistic. Let's get to all the other vocabulary later. There'll be a lot of vocabulary in this episode. Most of which has to do with types of conlang. The conlang's name is going to be Iridium, or something to that effect, because it's being established by Iridium Podcast Network with help from you. With that in mind, then, you can go to a con workshop if you're interested in establishing a conlang. I think they're a pretty nice site. It could be easier to use, but it's an easy way to do it, and it's easy for other people to access. So, yeah. When you create a language, there's some questions that come up, and those are the ones that we're going to address today. Oh, wait, format. Here's a note about the format, then I'll get back to how we're going to establish the language. So, most episodes, but not all, there'll be a lot of episodes where I talk about something totally unrelated, like the etymology of something or other. I'm not sure what. I'm planning to do one about the names of countries pretty soon. So, but then, generally I'll post some stuff that you need to discuss on Google+, and we're at Iridium Podcast there, and I'll look at your input and announce what I believe the best consensus would be. It may or may not include a poll, and probably I'll stagger it so it runs a discussion for about 1.5 weeks, which will generally be overlapping with another discussion about something unrelated. That'll be a bit easier once we get into vocabulary, then we can move quicker. But currently we're not quite yet into the stage where I began talking about categories of words and we began inventing some. But back to how to establish a language, because I think I've covered format. If you have questions, try and get them to somewhere. There hopefully will be a way to do that. So, we need a language code. That's just 3 letters. It's going to be, currently I'm thinking it's going to be IRI for Iridium. Or Iridium, which is I think what we're going to call the language. In English, we'll probably call it Iridium, Iridian, but